Yeah, a lot of respect for Delaware. Obviously, Martin has done a great job with that program, and we won't be playing him anymore, but he's done a great job. And tonight it was all about us. Um, what a great crowd we had to send our seniors out. Um, I thought early on we were just trading baskets, and I had told them before we even started the game that the team that was going to defend, um, make a conscious effort on the defensive end was going to win the game. When we started guarding that last 8 minutes, I think we went on an 18-2 run and closed the half off, and I think it carried over to the second half where they made a little run, but we responded together. We had some maturity about us. We were able to get all of our guys heavy minutes. Everybody's confident right now, and I'm very proud of the guys for how they handled this last little stretch that we've had.
You mentioned the word confidence right there at the end. How important did you think it was to have tonight go the way it did, knowing obviously it is the ultimate game you guys have here, but it also is kind of, you guys have a little bit of a gap between when you're going to travel up here and play, to end with confidence that? How important?
Confidence is everything for our confidence to win that game. I was telling them, we have to grow. We have to grow in this 40 minutes, and we have to, we got to make sure we win because, it's definitely good to have positive momentum as you go into the tournament. Over the last couple of years, I don't know if you guys realize this, our last 6. We finished 3-3 both years, the last couple of years, and we kind of stumbled. We kind of stumbled across the finish line, and as a coach, it made me nervous going up to DC, not finishing as strong as we, as I felt like we should have or could have, and having momentum, good momentum, coming off a 3-game winning streak is, something that we thought about as a staff and something that we thought was extremely important.
I got 2 questions here. The first one I want to talk about, you told me on Thursday that you pride yourself on the end of half situation, and you guys went on an 18-2 run to finish that final 5 minutes. Safe to say you feel pretty good about that response?
I do, yeah. I do. We responded. This group is maturing right in front of our eyes. They realize in those moments that we should have handled it different at Campbell. And when it came up today, I didn't even have to say anything. Donovan was in the huddle. Noah was in the huddle talking about how we needed to finish the half off. And like I always say, being player-led at this point in the year is extremely important. And as a coach, it makes you feel like you're doing something right.
To follow up on that, that's actually, I want to talk about the huddle. When they called that timeout just under the 5-minute mark, right before you guys went on that run, you went up to your group at midcourt. They were having a huddle and they were doing their thing. You talked about how this group's really starting to gel, and you were like, I'm good. You turned around and walked away. Just talk about that moment.
Yeah, no, those are beautiful moments. Those are moments that we highlight in our film sessions. That's what you want to see. You want to see that they're the ones out there playing. They're the ones that have to hold each other accountable, and it takes a lot of stress off of the coaching staff for us to not have to coach every single moment. It means a little more coming from their peers, and those are beautiful moments that we really embrace.
Coach, we had the 5 seniors in here. Obviously, you've talked about how much they've meant. One thing I noticed, 5 seniors, none of them started their career at UNCW. Can you just talk about the process of bringing them in and what you've seen change with them in this program?
Yeah, what drew us to those guys is obviously they're talented enough, but just the character of each one of them. I can sit up here and talk about each one of them for hours, but the character, you can see that, you can feel it the first time you talk to them and have a chance to sit with them. They all come from good families. They all are, in my opinion, UNCW type of guys, about the right things, about winning, about having structure and being in a strong culture. I'm proud of them. All of them have had different journeys along the way, and just talking about Don in particular, I told a group earlier we grew up together. We grew up together. I got the job when I was 33, and he came in a year after I was here, and it hadn't always been great. It hadn't. We went through ups and downs together, and he's a UNCW guy, and all of those guys are. I'm proud of them, man. It's just I've been emotional all day, to be honest with you, just thinking about it. This is our last time in here together, and that was a good way to go out.
One more question. Coach, you've had incredible success here. This goal that you guys are now trying to achieve has eluded you since you've been here. Why do you think it would be this team? You've mentioned the confidence and things like that. Why would it be this team?
When you look around at this point in the year, we have great qualities right now. Like, we have championship level qualities. When you talk about the work ethic, when you talk about the connectedness, when you talk about the spirit, the energy, at this point in the year, you can feel it. When it's good and when it's not. And over the last couple of years, it hadn't been good. You can feel it when all of those things are clicking. They like each other. Like I said, they're player-led. Like, all of those things make you feel like you got a chance. Now we have to really lock in here and take this thing one day at a time, one game at a time. I'm gonna give you the coach's answer, because that's what they're gonna hear. We have to break it down into one-game tournaments here, but first things first is we got to be great at the next thing all week next week. My main focus is to make them feel like they can run through a brick wall and make sure that they're extremely confident. But we have some qualities about us that I really like.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.